I'd like to talk about various hairstyles as rocked by some of these Afro-Caribbean ladies in London and in the West Indies. I personally hate people who insist on wearing very blonde hair. I don't know why they would do that. I mean, if you're gonna have a lighter shade, at least mix it with something so it looks a bit more natural. Like, for instance, do an ombre and then leave the roots to be brown or black instead of having some kind of raw blonde against your skin tone. It really doesn't always work. Some people are lighter skinned and that works marvelous. People who have a darker skin can pull it off, but sometimes it just really looks silly, and it's another example of how people do look at some celebrity or at some cliche on TV. Somebody's got the right lighting and the right makeup artist and the right type of sculpting, contouring on their skin. This artificial setup actually has people thinking that everybody can pull it off because Mary J. Blige does it, or Beyonce. It's just, I don't understand how somebody can actually be that stupid. It's a bit stupid. When you have a hairstyle, according to my little experience, you need to work out what sort of frame of face you have. I have very strong jaws, and I think that, you know, a hairstyle that sort of balances out is best. If the jaw is compensated a bit on the side with hair falling down, and that's not always a great solution, but something to compensate with the jawline, or as here, the volume here is compensating with the rest of the face and making some kind of V shape because of the overall picture, that looks a bit better than something, maybe a flat hairstyle falling straight down, because my jaw will come right out, and because the balance between my forehead and my eyes will be tiny, and the balance here would be massive with the balance here, the distance here. So it will look really stupid with flat long hair like Naomi Campbell wears it really well, but it's just not the style that would suit me. And also I think that looking at my eyes, I like to have something that extends it a bit and makes some kind of sort of plane here, and all this for me needs to be a bit bulkier than the rest. A lot of people don't take this into consideration. They just follow what the hairdresser tells them or what they've seen on the picture. I don't understand this. Really, I don't understand. It's the same as people who just put pancake makeup and look whiter than it should be or more orange than it should be, and it's such a shame. People who put fake lenses, who wear lenses which are too light for them. Hair for Afro-Caribbean women can be a great problem. I personally just like to throw a wig on, because I've given up on plaiting and weaving, because it sort of like makes the hair dirty for a while, and it costs a lot of money, and your hair can grow like that, but it creates a mess while it's on. And the plaits, if you plait too tight, whether you're weaving or you're doing cornrows, the plaits can pull out the roots. I've seen women from when I was a kid, women who did a lot of plaiting, African or Afro-Caribbean women who just had roots pulled out of the front because it was so tight from childhood. They had this hair plaited, and it was just so tight that it just pulled out all the hair. And I had hair like that before. Very good hairdressers doing plaits for me, and the hair just fell off and got pulled out after a while. I had a massive headache with the hair being pulled so tight, and so my whole scalp being tight on my head for 3 days. And after a couple of days or 2 or 3, it just, the root fell off and it was released, but all the roots kept falling off like at the front. I don't get it. And now they've got this glue thing. The glue from lace front, and that's another horror if it's badly done. Because I mean, if you wear a lace front and it's too small for you, or maybe it's the wrong shape and it's just square, and you put a cute, dainty little ponytail, and it's obviously not your hair texture, that just looks stupid. And people do that lace front bullshit, and then they just put glue on it. And the glue eats the hair, the actual hair underneath, and it dries it and it pulls it out. There's another problem with lace front now, is that the glue eats the hair. It's just madness. And people who don't have Afro-Caribbean hair talk a lot of crap, if they want, about women wearing fake hair, but as far as I'm concerned, as long as it doesn't look too fake, I don't have any qualms about it. I mean, from the 60s, you had all these massive stars who just wore wigs, white or black women wearing wigs. And Tina Turner famously, Diana Ross has admitted wearing wigs and extensions. As long as the hair doesn't look fake, give me my wig. I can actually find out which style suits me. I love experimenting with new hair and different styles of hair. I don't care. But things which damage my hair, I try to grow my hair underneath, because things which damage my hair, to me, you know, I mean, there's enough problems in life like that before having something chemical relaxer dye. And that's another one. I have to dye my hair now because I've got gray hair. I have to dye and relax the hair. That's suicide. I'd rather wear something on top. And yes, dark skin and black skin with elasticity and a bit thicker and last longer, but having Afro-Caribbean hair can be very difficult to wear. And the trick is to, you know, not make it a circus. Beg your pardon, it really becomes a circus sometimes. These women just go around wearing hair that obviously don't belong to them. And, you know, wanting to copy, you know, X and X that you see on TV is just silly. It's silly. It needs to stop. Look at yourself in the mirror. Don't put pancake makeup every day to go to the shop. Don't put a stupid blonde, extremely disconnected with your skin color wig. And don't put something too silky on and too shiny. You know, leave that for your 3-year-olds. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope I haven't been too bitchy. I'm really trying to cut down. Bye-bye.